MaJaMa Jams is brought to you by That Wasn't a Fart.
You know, mistletoe can be deadly if you eat it.
But a kiss can be even deadlier if you mean it.
What the hell are you two doing?
Jesus! Cut! 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 What does it look like we're doing? We're recreating a very famous and iconic scene from Batman Returns. Mateo is Batman, and can you guess who I am? I'm Catwoman! I stayed up all night making this!
It looks like you stuffed some paper into a t-shirt and wrote Catwoman on it in Sharpie?
Yeah, that's exactly what I did. It's an homage to the famous Ben Cooper costumes. Have you even seen Halloween?
The movie Halloween?
No, the holiday!
Have I seen The Holiday?
Hell,
Mateo, are you okay?
he's made us rehearse these things for hours now. This is not even lipstick. It's blood.
It's passion.
It's blood!
MaJaMa. MaJaMa. MaJaMa.
No, it can't be. It is! It's Marv!
Welcome back, everyone, to MaJaMa Jams, a show where why?
Okay. I get it, but okay. Bring it down.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Imagine
welcome
how it
back
sounds to them.
to our experiment, month-long, of delving into every non-good Home Alone sequel.
It's your idea.
It is. I still like the idea. But, as you guys may remember last time, check the tape.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No!
I said as we descended down this rabbit hole, Home Alone 3, the last theatrical release, is going to look better and better and better and better. And we have just gone to 4, and I already feel like slaughtering the innocent.
That sounds a bit far-fetched to me.
My stomach is destroyed by cheap junk food, and my brain is destroyed by literally one of the shittiest things I've ever seen, completely devoid of passion.
Nothing.
The edge of his ear is red. I can't tell if that's bad.
Oh, it's just shading.
Don't trifle with me, you demon spawn!
So, we did today Home Alone 4, sometimes subtitled Taking Back the House.
Yeah.
This is from...
Not sometimes. It was subtitled.
Well, I don't think it comes up on there, but on the Wikipedia page it said sometimes known as.
They just didn't care.
I don't trust
It's fine.
Wikipedia. I trust the UMDB.
So,
You look, you got 4 in the actual opening credit title.
we had, so the timeline, breaking it down, guys, 1990 kicks off the Home Alone phenomenon. 92 is Home Alone New York. You remember last time we had 5 years in between Home Alone 3, that was 97. We got 5 years again for 2002. This POS drops on ABC Family, direct-to-TV. It was actually shot in South Africa, which I was initially blown away by until he said around that time
Now
a lot
everything
of
makes
movies were being shot in
so
South
much
Africa.
more sense in terms of how the set and just the movie looks and feels.
So this is genuinely insulting. And the first thing to discuss here, last time we had different characters. And we didn't realize how grateful we were for that. But this time, this little shit is playing Kevin McAllister. His name is Kevin.
Kevin!
Kevin. Kevin?
Kevin!
Kevin, Vera, Kevin.
Kevin McAllister?
His brother is Buzz.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, Buzz!
We have frigging Marv returned, and Kevin recognizes Marv.
It's Marv!
So while the Wikipedia page did say this was not canon, even considering such a thing, clearly this takes place after the Home Alone events happened.
I'll stay home alone.
No,
I've done it before.
don't remind me.
I don't know where to begin. I'll begin here.
Well, say that Marv is played by...
Sorry, Marv is played by the
Daniel
incomparable...
French Stewart gets top billing.
Yes.
First name.
First name, and then there is and.
Yeah.
Everybody else.
Listen, when you put on a movie and the first name is French Stewart,
Like Inspector Gadget 2.
Unless maybe
Oh, no.
Mateo, that movie with Spade and Veronica Vaughn from Billy Madison, isn't he in that? And isn't that decent? Love Stinks something? The dog,
Well, yeah,
little
yeah,
dog.
yeah.
What's he famous? Third Rock?
Third Rock is.
Third
I
Rock.
think Third Rock is peak French.
No, don't look at your fingernails like that. It's not manly. This way. Manly. Not manly. Very manly. Manly, no. Manly, yes.
And then everything else after that is you're getting this paycheck for a sequel that no one wanted to do because of Third Rock.
I keep confusing him with the gay guy from the other gay guy from Will and Grace.
The other guy.
The other gay guy.
Not Will.
Yeah.
Not Will. If you don't
Sean
like
Hayes.
Will and Grace, that means a problem.
All right, let's go.
So I will start. I'll start with
this
this. I'll start with this. I do think, like last time, same thing with the Rear Window Home Alone, there is an actual good idea here. We are introduced to a smart house because Peter McAllister, the names are all the same.
The father.
This is Peter McAllister, the father.
It's an insult to John Hurd. May he rest in peace.
What's the matter?
Peter is they're divorced or going through a divorce.
Yeah.
He's dating a new woman who's excessively rich, and she has a smart house, so everything is controlled by remote and opens, electronic, state-of-the-art.
Door open.
The door's open when you say open the door. That's it. That's all we see.
Not specifically saying.
I'll give a morsel.
Yes.
A morsel of credit that I think that's a good. Like I said, if we were in a writing thing and we've been tasked to write Home Alone 4, and one of you
But
guys said,
think
"What if there's a
about
smart house?" I'd be like,
Conceptually,
that's
sure, but think about
all
how
I'm saying.
little
is
is used.
That's all I'm
Yes,
saying is conceptually.
yes.
Watch. Vacuum on. Vacuum off.
Wow.
His own pranks. His own pranks half are
Oh,
like,
no.
just happenstance in the house, and half of it's like, I'm gonna tie a pot with a string, I'm gonna put
Yeah.
a chain around the elevator.
Like at the certain
That's his-
point, they set up the vacuum cleaner of the fireplace,
And don't use it.
nothing happens.
It doesn't blow out or blow.
No,
burst
I
or
was
something.
expecting at least to say suck a scarf or somebody.
So-
I don't want one single thing to go wrong. Door open.
And nothing will.
Last time, the title could be real other than intermittently, but he was alone. Even more annoyingly, this
yes.
time, he is never actually alone because there's always someone in the house with him, albeit sometimes in the basement, locked in there. He's never alone. No one's ever gone.
No one's ever really gone.
And like you said, okay, so real quick in 5 seconds, this piece of trash plot. Kevin's parents are getting a divorce. Mom's sad about this. Kevin's like, oh no, we're not going to spend the holidays together. Because this is a Home Alone movie, the siblings are being shitty to him. He decides to run away to go to the new rich house because his dad did invite him. He stays there. He starts to be seduced by the wealth. Then it turns out that Marv, randomly, is out of jail. Sorry. And it happens to be attacking this house that Kevin is now randomly at, and then hijinks ensue, and then it turns out that the maid there is actually an inside man because she's Marv's mom.
You're the inside man?
I'm afraid so.
Hey, Mom. We're here.
And honestly, that's really all we need to say. The rest of it just progresses like an idiotic, god-awful Home Alone. There's not much to say.
Yeah.
You divorced parents, you're at this smart house, no one believes him, oh my God, there's
There's
burglars.
not even like a condensed trap sequence.
It's so
No.
bad.
No.
Like you're not even leading. Like at least like okay, you get through the movie and then you lead up to this
Right.
whole
Again,
condensed.
3, if you
segment.
hate 3, you still get 20 minutes of what you came
Yes.
for. Here, like you said, I picked up a pot. Oh, and then we go back to our stupid plot. Guys, how do we even break down all the friggin' idiocy? Should we start with the first thing, which is the water?
Let's go. Yeah, let's go by the traps.
Yeah.
Okay,
So the first
we don't
time-
need to talk about plots, so we're just going by
The
traps.
first
trap,
time
Matthew, please.
when he realizes it's Marv, and Marv realizes it's him, it's very anticlimactic.
You!
Hello, Marv.
What? Long time no see, huh, kid?
Yeah.
And it's
Well,
also
I apologize. One thing is that anyone who's a fan of Home Alone,
fan of anything.
no, but I was going to say
Everything's desecrated.
Of movie making.
No. maybe at this point it doesn't matter, but you don't speak like this. Hey, honey cakes, I got a plan. I'm going to break
Man
into the
can't help
house.
it, man.
You're like, oh, Harry, I'm a little nervous. Come on, the kid's scared. Look, that's 5 seconds, and that's a better Daniel Stern aping than what, like, maybe he's not trying to, but the point is that any Home Alone fan, look at how they dress him. It's Harry's outfit as if he was going as a Halloween costume.
Granted,
beanie, scarf.
They wear very similar outfits.
Yes.
The only difference is the hat.
If you put it side by side.
Yes, but Pesci's always in the.
Listen. If you take a freeze frame of French Stewart in this and take someone that doesn't have any idea about it and say, hey, this is a Home Alone sequel. The same characters are back. Who do you think this one is playing? I bet you, if you're a Home Alone fan, of course Harry. He looks exactly
wear
like
long
Harry.
It's just a beanie on
He
top.
looks. I'm sorry. Continue.
Why? Where?
The water trap.
Oh.
Or no, they meet tomorrow. It's anticlimactic. He recognizes. It's
But he recognized it after the water trap.
because I guess they hear there's someone in
Tell
the
him
house,
about the water trap
so
first.
they run after him.
Trap.
So the kid runs into the shower, and they're like, "Oh, okay, we're coming for you." Like I guess they knew someone. I don't know why they were going to try to do this when they know they're waiting for the next day. A royal family is coming, so they're going to try to kidnap the
They
prince
wanted to
of
do
this
as a
royal
kind of like
family.
a location scout of the house to see how it is.
It's just if the prince don't arrive till tomorrow, why are we going in there now?
To get the lay of the land. What do you think, Veer? We're just gonna go in there tomorrow and start grabbing kids?
So they think someone's in the house and they're going to kidnap. I don't know. Like, why not just leave at that point?
And also because they walk fairly freely in the house without.
They don't give a shit.
Listen,
and it's weird because if the mom, who is the inside man, is inside the house, why do they have to do a location? I think she could have sent them a drawing of the house or the plan or something. But
we usually make this joke over and over and over again. But
and
today,
why do they wait for her to leave to get into the house?
But
when they know
today-
Prescott's still there.
Yeah,
I'm
just
actually
for
angry.
us.
I'm actually angry. We always make that joke. I'm actually angry today.
Dude,
this is so insulting.
offensive
this
and
is
just
so insulting.
garbage. It's
And
awesome
also,
to hear Daniel Stern.
I was going to say, yes, thank you. Fill him in.
They
They offered the role of the Stern.
He read the script and just said this is just insulting and
Total garbage.
Allegedly.
Thank you, Daniel. Thank you. I don't want it to be alleged. That needs to be true. There needs to be some justice.
And he was in Chud.
Yeah.
We now return to
MaJaMa.
Okay, so here's the thing. The shower trap. We literally see a young boy enjoying the shower feature.
Do we ever?
Minutes earlier. And
He's
then
loving those jets.
There's 5 seconds in there, and I'd be like. So 5 seconds later, the same. He doesn't say like shower extreme jet on or something. They can't be bothered with that. Just presses the button. So I assume it's wash mode. And then the deluge. Noah didn't even see this much water, my biblical friend.
Wait, was there even shower doors on the shower?
No. In that moment, no. So this is
not even like
a smart house.
They don't slide. They just
It's
they're not there.
flooding. It's flooding. It's a shower setting, and it floods. And like, so insulting.
Yeah, but
the audio.
And like he says,
completely ruined for this episode.
The smart house doesn't know and have a sensor that your house is flooding.
The bathtub is flooding and nothing happens.
And it's like instantly full the second he runs in.
Yes, and the amount of water that comes from that shower, it's just like is the dam at the end of Superman, when it breaks and it's just like ready to flood the whole village.
So they get blasted back. They get trapped in the bathtub. They splash around. Kevin runs out, runs on the steps, and then
Trapped
stands
in the bathtub, the lesser-known R. Kelly song.
Sits at the front steps, staring for like 10 minutes, waiting for them to come down. The door busts open.
A bad quality of a lot of these. We're like, oh no, something is coming. It's the Austin Powers.
Watch out! Watch out!
Oh, I'm sorry.
They get knocked out. They flood. They roll down the steps, and water floods the entire mansion. And then, kind of once that you see that scene, you're like, oh, okay, that's why this is just such a stark, ugly mansion with no life to it. It's either half a set
Show-
or just
show
some
room.
random house they found in South Africa. to
Old
make it look
Sundays, go driving around mom and
somewhat-
dad, just looking at the empty houses, and it's kind of
Yeah.
set up like people live there.
But it is
sparse,
massive.
minimalist,
Massive,
nothing
sprawling.
cold.
I don't know if it's a
impersonal.
real house or if it's a studio, because of course, if you have to flood it, it's very hard to find a house that allows you to flood it. So probably it's a soundstage, but they must have. It's something like they work in centimeters, but they sent them the measurement in inches, so it became gigantic because it's ridiculously.
I think it's just kind of like half, like I said, half a problem of a set, half of like, oh, make it look grandiose and luxurious, and just make it
It's
huge.
the empty space
Make it
that
huge.
throws me off.
But we don't have enough furniture. Never mind.
Good.
Also, the kid, until they got to the TV wall, which makes me think of, I think he had something like that in Blank Check, big wall of TVs, objectively would make a little kid drool. But until then,
It's
the
just a
room
wall.
is decorated like, hey, we have an alien that has they idea what human kids are like.
First of
Could
all,
you-
why
I
is-
will make a facsimile of a
Why
child.
is the room set up for a child anyway? She has no
Yes.
kids. They've been dating for 8 months.
So angry.
They haven't talked about having them come stay until now, right? Why is it all decked out like that?
Yeah, with an arcade
Yeah.
game in the corner.
So that's the first trap
Yes.
we see.
And we should set up that he starts to suspect the only shred of life in this movie. Kudos to, I'm sorry, I don't know his name,
Arnold
but
Stellar.
What?
We
actually referenced him in a
Yes.
recent episode of Jams, but
He always
kudos
playing
to
some
the
kind of
butler.
curator or
Kudos to the
archaeologist.
butler.
One could and
Actually seems alive
and the other.
but likable.
But even then, he's not playing. He's supposed to be playing the suspected villain character, so he's not even playing that.
No.
He's not even trying that hard.
What's this thing? A mini elevator?
It's called a dumbwaiter
Why is it called a waiter?
because it carries food.
Why is it called dumb?
Because it doesn't speak or ask countless idiotic questions.
Yeah, it's
True, but I at least like him. I at least like him.
No, he's a good actor, but-
It's like if you will, no, but if you will, is just like Alan Rickman in the Harry Potter.
I can teach you how to bewitch the mind and ensnare the senses.
That it's playing the distant, the cold,
Yeah.
almost evil guy, and then eventually as flips and stuff. But the only thing that I say, okay, this is a slightly, even if it's telegraphed half an hour before, but the only slightly thing that I say, okay, at least they thought 2 seconds, is this precocious, big-eyed kid
Eyes are huge.
fingers the wrong person. He thinks that
what?
in a good way. It's not like in Covenant.
Watch me. I'll do the fingering. Go on.
And round.
Tony.
Tony?
He thinks that the butler is the inside man. That's the only thing that I say. Okay, at least they don't make him overly smart. Who is just like
Prescott is not their accomplice. I am.
Can we talk about this kid's disgusting pig ass of a face? He's just gross, bush-eyed, lemur, weird, just
large eyes,
massive eyes,
large,
weird stub nose, gnarled teeth. He is just disgusting to look at.
Shades of Jurassic Park Chicken Boy. Shades of the weirdness.
That's even
with the-
offensive to him, man.
yeah. His hair is give me the Andy Warhol, but worse.
Yeah.
And it's
It's
terrible.
like traditional early 2000s bowl cut, just
Yes. And
a hideous child to put on screen.
I think that they cut his hair with goats. They made him just like chew the hair.
Just chew up.
Yeah, there's not a point.
Just knock out the kid, lay him in the field. Don't go at it. It's
Then he
fine.
has the eyes that are 3 sizes larger
Are we putting
than
the
face.
goats down as hairdressers? Do they have names? There's 3 of them. So
then they come back to the house instead during a dinner.
Yeah, dressed as waiters.
Dressed as waiters.
Oh yeah, and then I
and
for a
he-
second I thought they were going to do the traps with like 60 people in the
And he
house.
tries to tell Prescott. Prescott literally picks up the kid, throws him in the next room, and I'm like, at a certain point, just.
Listen, you. I have just about had enough of you and your melodrama. Now, this is a very important night.
You're trying to make him seem like the villain, but like obviously this kid's trying to tell you something.
Yeah. And not only that, but he locks the butler in the freezer, and then for whatever
Tony.
reason,
See, it's a ripoff of The Shining.
they wish. And then for some reason, somebody decides to take the butler
Corpse
and put it
out.
in the middle of the table.
Because the thing is an ice sculpture.
It's a wonderful ice sculpture.
Like you can see there's clearly a body inside the ice.
We should say, in a different movie, like a Naked Gun, that's
Yes.
that's
Yes.
cool sight
Yes.
gag. Cool
Yes.
sight
Yes.
Hey, yes.
In a
Little
different film,
little
yes.
crumbs of credit where little crumbs of credit are due, but
So the one gag is they run up to Kevin's bedroom, and but they don't think he's up there. They're trying to test their bag to see if they can steal the prints.
here's how he's gonna hold the little.
They're gonna test to see if they can put the prints in a bag, throw him out the window, and kidnap him that way.
Yeah.
So he throws Missy Pyle in the bag, throws her out the window, and then attaches a
hook.
grappling hook
Yeah.
underneath the door that has a gap that size under your door frame. Under your door.
And it catches one hook so
Yes.
loosely.
Yeah. A skateboard
so loosely.
could pass underneath that door. Yes.
And then, actually, this leads to, strange to say, one of the gnarliest Home Alone traps.
Door open.
Because, like you said, his taint would have been bisected.
Imagine they got hooked into
Like,
his asshole, they ripped his asshole out straight, ripped through his taint, and cut through his sack.
Sorry, a couple questions about the Home Alone 4 script. I was reading it over last night. On page 47 here, am I reading bisected taint? That's a typo, right?
No, sorry, that's the page from the Human Centipede 4. I'm so sorry.
Always get those two confused.
Yes.
So, idiocy all around.
So
Their big plan is to put a kid in a bag. They use a grappling hook which barely catches on. He gets his taint caught up and she flies out the window.
Don't worry. Everything's under control.
We now return to
MaJaMa.
Kill him!
Oh, he stands by the door with a frying pan, hits him in the face.
That's what we've devolved to.
And then he jumps across onto a table, flips some fondue pots
Yes.
that flip up in the air, and just pour down boiling hot cheese onto their skin and melts their
And it's
faces
fine.
off.
The centrifugal force must have been crazy. Those things just stayed in the pots until they were like...
Yes, not only that, but it takes forever for the pots to just travel across.
So once
Dude, you're
again, it's
right.
not
There's
even really,
barely any traps.
but it's not even a crafted trap.
No, it looks like more on the spur of the moment.
Happenstance,
Yeah, exactly.
So they get back to the party. The royal family can't come to the next day because of a snowstorm.
Something like that.
Oh no! They're snowed in. Their flight's been canceled.
Because it's Chicago with no snow.
course, yeah.
Sorry, no snow whatsoever
Sunny
in
South Africa.
December.
Why are we still in Chicago?
Well, this makes sense
the
to be in
same
Chicago,
family.
the same family.
Oh.
Why 3
Oh
is,
my god, I forgot that.
Why 3 is set in Chicago.
Oh, I hate this movie.
Oh, we forgot one thing that is very important. It's not related to the traps, but it's worth mentioning. The wonderful montage of them making the Christmas tree. Where they have first of all, she's throwing the balls.
Dude, it seems like they shot it like, hey, we're not going to edit this montage. We need you to film it.
Could you act like it's a montage?
We have 2 minutes.
Could you do that? Was that on your resume? You can act montage? Dude, the tree, I mean, I know there's a certain, like, hey, everyone's creativity is good, decorate a tree you want, but it just looks like you literally threw the shit on there.
One, that, and then the red strand, they put it on and off and on.
On and off. They're strangling themselves with it. They're wrapping themselves up around it like a feather boa.
Also, we really don't, other than Kevin, it feels like we really don't spend a lot of time with it. Like, everyone's kind of in and out. The whole thing just...
Clearly, as I was telling you, the script was saying Marv and his wife, because now he's married to Missy Pyle, Marv and his wife banter. And that's it. It's entirely improvised by the two actors and his shows.
Hey, remember the plan?
Which plan? Harry's plan?
What? No, not Harry's plan. The one involving rope in a bag.
Why are you yelling at me?
I'm not yet.
Never been so grateful for Stern and Pesci. Oh my God. Sorry. So...
And by the script of John Hughes, which usually
he wrote this.
No.
And the music, the Christmas
Yes.
spirit music of John Williams.
Yes.
Oh my God, I could cry.
This one is
3 used it in opening credits before. They're not touching that.
Yeah.
They shouldn't. They shouldn't be allowed.
Yeah.
So the ice sculpture breaks. They find he's a bloody corpse.
The ice sculpture
is gonna break.
The ice
Sculpture
is gonna break!
His corpse comes out and starts hemorrhaging blood all over because he's been killed and he was inside the frozen thing. No, he cracks open. And then what happens?
The royal
burglars run out?
The royal family can't come until tomorrow. So they say, hey, let's announce our engagement tonight to make up for there being lack of fanfare at the party.
Spectacularity or something.
Molly, make sure everyone has champagne. We're going to make a special announcement. Yes, ma'am.
So they announce that they think Kevin's trying to ruin it because he's mad at them, doesn't want his dad to get remarried. She makes a weird threatening comment where I'm like, wait, is she actually part of the inside job? Is she actually doing this to kidnap?
Oh yeah, she's like, you don't want to cross me.
Yeah.
You better not cross me. Understood?
And it's like, oh, don't worry, we'll fix your window. I'm like, you can clearly see something happened.
Yeah.
I'll have that window fixed first thing in the morning. Sweet dreams.
Something shattered that window.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. What did he say shattered the window?
Exactly.
No,
did they cover that?
No.
And doesn't French Stewart get pulled out the window when he shattered the entire frame and the pane, everything?
Easy, but still way cool.
And there should be also some
blood.
On the ground. At least if you fall from the second floor, you should leave some indent. And then the most offensive part comes when the
you
kid.
Realize this movie exists.
Beside that, the kid locks the butler erroneously.
First, he once again sets up his traps the night before, like 3.
Yeah, but it's just like one.
Actually, it's 2. It's 2, and he does a recording of. He takes what he recorded of French Stewart, which he also doesn't take to show his dad. Like, hey,
well, why wouldn't he do that?
In the house, I recorded them talking about it.
I don't say it. I don't give it to anybody.
Yeah.
But
Why?
I'll
Why?
re-edit it.
Why?
So
why for a 2-second gag that the wife thinks he's calling him stupid?
Exactly. It doesn't even serve a purpose to buy him
No, it
time or
doesn't
anything.
go
It's just
anywhere.
like, oh, it's a minor annoyance.
Love, honey, you in there?
Shut up, Vera.
Well, okay, I'm just trying to.
Shut up, you moron.
Hey, I'm no moron, you jerk.
Yeah.
So he sets up 2 traps and 1 gag. He ties a pot to a string and puts a chain around the elevator. So yes, then he.
How the mighty have fallen.
He thinks Prescott is involved, and he thinks he's
So
the
he
bad
locks
guy.
it into the cellar.
The dad and the mom have gone out to pick up the royal family from the airport finally, who are coming on Christmas morning.
And we're about to approach the dumbest moment in the history. Literally,
And
this
then
might be it. The dumbest moment in the history of movies.
He finally finds out that the real inside man is an inside woman who
Marv's
is
mom.
Marv's mom, who's been the
She
maiden.
definitely has a vagina.
Yes. And
Ready for this?
Him in the basement.
Ready for this?
So him and Kevin are downstairs sulking. What do we do? How do we get out of the situation now that we're both trapped in here? Oh wait,
I do have a cell phone, though.
I have a cell phone.
Says the butler.
Do you think
Says the adult?
Do you think we could use that to help us in their situation?
Why don't I hand it
and
to
then Kevin
you?
says, "I'll borrow it." Sure, 8-year-old boy, you figure out how to get us out of the situation.
And I allow you to call your brother and get hung
Twice.
on twice.
Actually, no, 3 times he calls his mom. The 3rd time at the house.
Yes.
Hello?
Mom?
Kevin! Wait, Kevin, I can't hear you.
Dude, there is a lot. Like I said, usually this gentleman right here is the one pointing out these inconsistencies. I'm usually like, hey, it's not that big of a deal. This is so, there's nothing, no shitty screenwriting or
difficult have cell phones made the writing process since their inception, since their invention?
Dude, there's no way.
But that is just like
spin plates and juggle.
Don't
like,
give him a cell phone. Period.
Yeah.
I mean,
the adult hands it to a kid to call their, and then what happens? It dies. How do they play that off? The battery dies.
Battery dies.
The battery dies.
So
oh, my cell phone. 911. They're on their way.
Great. The battery's dead.
And then it just doesn't make any sense.
No.
It's the most blatant thing to do in that situation. At least
So
be like,
insulting.
oh, Kevin
So
drops it and
insulting.
breaks it, or he doesn't have a cell phone, period. Or like the idea is that he calls the mom. The mom calls back after the call gets dropped, and the butler.
So they both start coming to the
mom
the
says,
house.
Kevin's with your dad. She calls the dad back on the cell phone. It's like Kevin's not with me, so she knows something's up. So she goes to the house. That's what gets her there to that spot. But you can at least have Kevin drop the phone, crack it. They can't call the police afterwards. But why would it not be? Oh, I have a cell phone. Let me call the police, as opposed to handing it to a
Let's see what
child.
the police have to say about this.
Precisely.
There's no excusing it.
Or
It's the most insulting thing.
ooh, he locked me in the cellar. Let me call the maid, whom I don't know, that is an inside woman, and say to the landline.
Or that.
And say,
Or that.
Hey,
Hey!
I've been locked in the cellar. Come and rescue me. That's it.
You have to believe me.
All right, so from the dumbest moment in the history of movies of not calling the police, then the
They use the dumbwaiter again.
All right, they reveal empty taped cardboard boxes that are only there for the purpose of obstructing it.
The butler's doing a pretty good job of being like, ugh, but Kevin's just like,
the kid is just like, yep.
I'll never forget Miss Natalie's reaction when she came home and saw what you'd done to the house.
Again, crumbs of credit to my point of liking the butler. It's a small little thing, but he says,
I'm sorry I misjudged you, Mr. Prescott.
Likewise.
And in that moment, I actually felt a little,
And
like,
it's
you know what I mean? Just a
simplistic
little.
enough that it's not too.
Right, it's not overwrought.
Yes.
And it was it was an actual nice moment.
He is such a good actor, character actor, that he knows exactly in what movie he is.
Yeah.
At all the time.
Yes, yeah.
In
No,
every
I
single.
liked his performance. And I should say that is the bright spot. Even if his decisions were dumb, I never hated his character.
Yeah.
And even the little speech at the end, it's a nice little, you know.
As a wise young man once said, life's too short.
All right, so the dumbwaiter.
Don't look at me.
He goes up
The
at the
dumbwaiter goes up the dumbwaiter. Also, a wasted opportunity for a really great dumbwaiter joke.
Yes.
Especially when, I think when it's revealed, doesn't he still not like the waiter? I thought he was going to be like, dumbwaiter, what do you mean, you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not Shakespeare, but come on, people.
Yeah.
No, this movie has been written during a trip in an elevator from 12th floor to ground floor. Yes, right. And then they do this, and do this, and do this.
It's done.
The end.
It's done.
Yeah.
We made the deadline.
French
Both
steward,
3
Mr.
and
says
4
something.
have a dumbwaiter. I wonder if 5 or 6 have. I don't remember 6.
6, I don't think so.
All right, so dumbwaiter goes up. He starts smacking Marv in the head.
No, first
Oh,
he
he
hides.
goes up.
The mom tries to get him, but he chained the elevator. Wow,
No,
what a
wait.
trap.
French gets trapped.
Yeah, because he calls him
Doesn't
from
deserve
the
this much attention.
He calls him from the dumbwaiter. He goes.
The pressure
he
of the
looks down.
dumbwaiter going down would have snapped his neck in two.
Yes.
You better stay. Ow! Vera!
I mean, once again, that's Home Alone.
Yeah.
We're momming it, but it's because the movie's so crappy you can't forgive it.
So then Missy gets him out, and then Kevin runs, but he's been standing in the corner of the kitchen for like 5 minutes while they've been trapped in the dumbwaiter because he needs to physically remove the rope to
cut the string to make the pot to swing.
Dude, that is the laziest trap ever, man. It's pathetic.
Over here!
And when he
That's one of the 2 he does.
Not only that, but when he hits them, he is still there laughing.
Yeah.
Which you say, maybe go away.
Yeah, close your mouth.
Yeah,
And then,
that's
again, it would be insulting enough that he literally has recorded evidence that there are burglars praying to kidnap the prince and does not show a single soul, but then it is used for a gag where for 3 sentences he says, oh, baby, you're stupid, you're an idiot, you're a moron. She says, no, I'm not. She comes in and she slaps him. Oh, what are you talking about? That's the gag. That's the reason we have the recorded voice for that gag.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
And then he traps the mom. He has the intuition, I don't know how, to put a chain from the bottom of the inner elevator to the engine of the elevator, I would imagine. So
I wouldn't even know how to do that.
No, but why?
Why is there a trapdoor on the floor to the elevator?
Yeah, exactly.
Why did they spend money on this? They could have given it to poor people.
He did this. Dude, that's...
Yeah.
If Hollywood shuts down for a year, you could solve the entire world's problems.
Yes.
1 year, no movies, no TV show, dedicate all that money to helping the world, and then start up again. Just start up again.
That
You lose 1 year's salary.
Did you get all that down? Write it down.
Actually, MaJaMa Saves Hollywood is another
Yes.
segment.
There we go.
Yes.
We'll be back to the theater next year.
So the chain stops her from going up, and she doesn't think to press down.
Yeah, and then for
on the
some
elevator to go
reason,
back down.
she has the chain inside the cabin.
Yeah, how if it's like
I
taut
have
between the
no
elevator
idea.
and the engine, how would she be able to get it loose?
Yeah, I have absolutely no idea. And she said, I'll be out in a few minutes for some reason. Whatever.
So then Kevin hits them with the pot, and then
Then he hides into the revolving bookshelf. There's a bookshelf. It is set up earlier that it becomes a bar.
Open sesame.
Wow, this place is awesome.
And then it's kind of like something that is in Superman 3.
I've been searching for a long time for somebody who could make these machines do what they're not supposed to do. You get my drift? Yeah. Gus, Websco.
Would you care for something to drink?
and there is in Austin Powers and stuff like that.
Or perhaps something to read?
So he hides in there, and he says "Open Sesame" or something like that, and he turns. So Marv and his wife go over there. He flips it again, and then that bookshelf has the command
Bar revolve sesame.
It's all gonna be fine. Bar, stop. Oh! Yeah, I know it's going faster.
Spin faster sesame.
or something like that, which is
Wait, I did it. I forgot this.
yeah, because they start to spin.
Faster, faster, faster.
Play faster. Faster.
We now return to
MaJaMa.
Maximum speed. Sesame.
Why would it have that or
Yeah,
respond
what is
to
the
it?
purpose of that?
This
And
actually
then it
might
says
be
stop,
the
and so
most
they-
insulting thing ever.
They fly onto the
fly now?
chandelier.
They fly now.
They fly now.
They fly now! They fly now! They fly now!
And they
Actually,
fly
a fun line if it wasn't in the.
flight onto the chandelier. And
Well,
then,
that's all. We don't need to get into that. But
Don't deviate. So
Sorry.
keep the hate on this. So then they fly into the chandelier. They fall down. Ah, here it is back.
Nice jump, Marv.
And then the family
and then
comes in.
Kevin is about to get taken by the inside woman, but the waiter
Mr. Prescott.
At your service.
who has climbed through the dumb waiter caveau smacks him in the head with a tray. Not only that, but which is even more insulting, the families arrive at the same time. The mom and the dad and the two brothers. Marv and his wife regain consciousness, see that people are arriving.
Oh, the insult doesn't end.
plus, Prescott leaves the kid alone with them.
Yes, they run away.
No, it gets stupider.
They run away through the kitchen to get to the back of the
And
house.
Kevin screams like,
Around the back.
All right, let's go.
"What?
The
What
two
do you
brothers,
do back there?"
Yeah, the brother
A
and
young
sister.
girl, and okay, the Buzz character, I'll forgive that maybe he's a cocky little shit, but a young girl immediately says, "Oh, adult criminals, I've seen 1 second, let's chase after them. Then when they fall down, let's gleefully go sit on them, because our 70-pound bodies will be able to keep these dudes." It's so
But they also
it's
go.
so stupid.
They go around the house. They know exactly what door they're coming out because
Yes,
it's a
exactly,
house
exactly.
that is when there's the establishing shot of the house. It's a
Goddamn
muse-
plantation.
Yeah, exactly. And they go and they trip them and they fall.
They sit on them.
And
They
then
sit on grown adult criminals they just met.
Yeah, way to go, guys.
and then there is the classic speech where
This is your world, it's not mine. When the whole time I was here, all I did was miss my family. I'm in love with my wife and kids, and I belong with them.
not only that they
The prince, who's bored by the lack of kids.
Yeah, the
He
butler.
sounds like the Maharaja from Temple of Doom.
Can we go to Wrigley Field and the aquarium? Do you have any kids? I thought the stories were told to frighten children. Later, I learned the Thuggy cult was once real and did of unspeakable things.
Is he dubbed?
Yeah, the butler resigns, and
Again, a nice little moment at least.
the prince is and his family are invited.
Would your family like to spend Christmas with our family? That sounds cool. Is that okay?
Yes.
You're going to be with them?
At the McAllister's house for Christmas, which is that in that moment, and nobody has been cooking anything. So I wonder they will go to McDonald's probably.
And when they say royals, does that mean that just means lower echelon of the royal family?
I guess, but is a very very minimalistic royal family because they have nobody behind them usually.
Yeah, no entourage, no bodyguards,
Yeah, exactly.
no one. And how do they know this lady? And why is she?
Are
they friends or did they met before?
There's gonna be resolving Home Alone 4.5.
Oh God, we got
the
5
backstory.
coming out.
And
Dude.
then the kid says command snow, and it starts to snowing.
Yeah, what was
3.
Snowfall.
Hey!
I knew this was gonna be the best Christmas ever.
3 snowflakes. Yes. And
You can't even
it.
get your corny finale right. At least if you're gonna do that, have it rain down for a nice final shot. It's like, oh, there's one.
Yeah, what? How did it? Can he like warp reality now? Is like the click remote?
Listen.
Yeah.
2 people got paid to write this.
How many people got paid to just every step of the production of this?
It's not as if I'm not insured.
It's mind-boggling.
It's infuriating.
So
yes.
Now the genuine question is, I remember 6, so I don't know how bad 5 is going to get, but right now this is absolutely...
You know how bad 5 is going to
I don't remember it. Here's the thing. I loosely remember this one.
You both thought it was a girl as the lead.
I have no memory of 5. I'll be very genuinely shocked and on some bizarre, terrible, dark level impressed if 5 is worse than this. Because as a fan of Home Alone...
Well, this is offensive for different reasons.
Yeah. This is offensive in every
to
way
take
possible.
The characters, to make them everyone recast completely, and it's like, all right, is it a reimagining? Is it a reboot? No, because it takes place after the fact. Because obviously there was transgressions between Marv and Kevin before that they referenced. They don't talk about specifics, but they mention Harry. They talk about dealing with the kid before.
So is Harry still in jail?
He recognizes Marv.
Yeah.
So
it's like, what? Where does this fit in? Why? And like we said, 3 does its own thing. So like once again, 3. All right, looking a lot better now. Why at 4 be like, oh, let's go back, get the original characters.
And he looks younger than Kevin did.
Yeah, and plus he says he's 9. Kevin was
9.
8 in the first one, would have been 9 in the second one, so he should at least be 10 unless this is happening immediately. No, 3 Christmases.
Yeah.
I'm 9 years old.
So they don't even get the chronology right.
God. It's so just awful. We watched this before, sad to say. I don't remember it being this awful.
You're probably right.
Someone say something.
Right. So, we got through the whole thing. So let's express our feelings by throwing pieces of paper.
No, those are mine. Those are mine.
This thing, man. 6 million pieces for reasons that are beyond obvious to anyone who even took in a second of this crap. I'm sorry, I'm always a traditionalist, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the full score.
I go with 6.
Friggin' 7, 8, 9, 10. God, this was an insult to screenwriting. It was an insult to craft, an insult to the Home Alone franchise, insult to the fact that human beings got paid to do this. Look, there's such a thing where you can be
allegedly.
like,
We don't know.
You know,
got paid.
You guys are wasting your time in this movie. There's more important things. No, this is a terrible thing that happened in this world. Okay, this is a terrible thing that happened. It's an insult to the franchise. It's lazy. It shouldn't exist. I hated it. And now the only question is if 5 is going to go further down. Because I remember 6. 6 is annoying, but I feel like it's not going to have my blood boiling like this utter
It's pretty
piece
bad.
of crap.
Yeah. It's pretty annoying.
So guys,
the VR scene, like Mateo brought up recently, so stupid.
Yep.
Yeah. At least we get Buzz in a completely wasted cameo.
Yeah.
MaJaMa.
So guys, thanks for suffering with us. We're now halfway through the Home Alone shitty sequel experiment. Next week we got 5 with the subtitle of The Holiday Heist coming up. The big question is if it's going to top this in awfulness. And as a special fun conclusion on episode 4 of the month, we're all going to pick our pick for the absolute worst of these 4. It's going to be hard for me unless something really comes and snatches 4's crown because this is terrible. Don't watch this. You shouldn't even be watching this episode. We shouldn't have filmed this and given attention to this.
They don't.
Solved. Done. Say less. But guys, seriously, once again, if you have stuck around for this, please drop a like, drop a comment. We love doing this even when the movies are crappy. Much love to you guys. Merry Christmas and all the other holidays out there. Thanks for sticking with us with the garland up and the Santa hat and Tomas here. And from our couch to yours, come back next week for the Home Alone Rabbit Hole Deepening. And that was a jam.
MaJaMa.
Bayou badou, bayou Bayou-ba-doo. 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 Bayou-ba-doo.